Hey there, folks. It's John. I'm back. I got a new batch of 5 random packs to open up just for you. Just for you. And I hope you're into the weird stuff because we got quite the motley crew of just oddball things going on right now. So we're gonna start off with a pack we've actually opened before. It is the Awesome All Stars baseball, kind of the Garbage Pail Kids baseball cards by Leaf. And I think we figured out last time these were from 1992, but I'm not sure. But let's open these packs and see. Let's open this pack, and then we'll see what's going on. There's the gum. The gum came off of this one a lot easier than the last one. So we're kicking it off with Phil the Fanatic. He's got a very large head, and it's hard to find headgear that fits him. And I can identify with that as a large noggined individual. We got Neil the Negotiator. He will eat the ball. Neil landed the biggest contract ever signed in the major leagues last year. The team pays him a cool $1,000,000 every year, and he eats them. Warren Winebrain. Okay. I can't help it. I like wine. We got... Warren is probably the hardest all-star to tag out in baseball. He never stays put for more than a moment. Since he can fly, he handles his own transportation from game to game. Also, he's afraid of heights. Next up is Jack Boxley. And finally, we got Baldy Bob. Now, is it fair to call Bob bald if he just lost his hair to a speeding baseball? Y'all let me know. All right. Next up is a pack of cards that is dear to my heart. I used to love watching Bozo the Clown. Not the biggest clown fan in general, but Bozo can do no wrong. Apparently, we can get some prototypes and a checklist. Oh baby. Made by Lime Rock? That's not a company that I'm familiar with, but that's all right. 1994, and we missed out on a birthday phone card. Okay, well, at least we still got the cards. We're kicking it off with a beautiful full color King Bozo here. Back is just straight up blank. We got Bozo. It looks kind of like he's in front of a green screen there. Are they all? They're all blank. This is looks like an old Bozo. Like, look at it. He looks crazy different there. Those kids are probably all dead. Okay, we got a pizza. We got a pizza pie. Pizza pie. Another one of that kind of weird floppy-necked Bozo. Ooh, cartoon Bozo. I don't remember if they played these cartoons on the show or if this was like an entirely other thing. You'll have to let me know. Did Bozo go anti-gravity? That's actually, props. I don't know if I would have had the guts to do that, especially if I was a clown. We got Bozo getting a little bit sexy, and Bozo is comforting the severed head of a Muppet. That's beautiful. All right, we're gonna keep moving with maybe the most bad taste cards that I've ever had. We got cards of a war, of a conflict. 1991 Desert Storm Victory Series. This is like, they made cards of this before you can see before we won, And then they made them afterwards so that we could, we could keep that money train rolling. The only thing that I can think of worse than going to war for a bad reason is even further profiting off of it. But this is kind of a fun glimpse into the past, and I think it's okay to enjoy these cards for what they are. I will say that wax did open nicely, so I got to give that to it. We started off with Stormin' Norman, General Schwarzkopf. Got a big, long, sloppy write-up of General Schwarzkopf. There's a tow missile. I feel like they could have focused better on the missile. We're really looking at a Humvee, and then I guess that's the tow missile. But, all right. Military terms. Got an A7 Avenger. I think that's the plane, not the boat. E2C Hawkeye. That's a cool looking plane. I always liked those growing up. It was neat to have the big radar dish on the back. In the trenches. The Agile F-14. That's cool. That's nice. F-14 Hornet. We got some cannons going off. And our sticker is the Kuwait flag. Cool, I guess. Yeah, so definitely some very interesting cards. There's nothing wrong with enjoying some weird stuff from back in the day. We got some Series 2 Power Rangers cards. Also, I just noticed this has a POG in it. I can feel. I mean, it's probably not an official POG because it's called a Power Cap. But, oh, buddy. Get excited. There's 50 POGs from 1994. And it tells you the story of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Never opened one of these before, obviously. So I'm gonna leave the POG in there if I can. It feels like it's stuck to the front, so maybe we won't leave it till the end. Or we will leave it to the end, but we won't leave it in the pack. So okay, firing it off. We got Kimberly is in danger. Save her. I'll save you, Kimberly. Well, this one's gonna have Alpha on it. Alpha 5. Ay, ay, ay. We got the Super Putty. Whoa, he is doing a split. I mean, that doesn't seem great. I feel like they could just punch him right in his crotch. It wouldn't work out well for him. We got the Yellow Ranger, Trini, or Aisha, depending on what era this was. I didn't really watch a ton of Power Rangers back in the day, but my sister was really into it, so I kind of absorbed it incidentally, and I've kind of come to appreciate, especially Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I've come to appreciate that for what it is. Vanna Elvira, you got me interested. It seems like our POG is stuck to her, though. Okay. Oh, that sucks, man. I would have liked to have had that card. I like Vanna Elvira. And then our Power Cap is Squat and Tickle. Squat and Tickle Sneezer. Okay. Those those are some names, I can tell you. Wow. Okay, well, that was pretty fun, actually. And finally, we have the Piece de Resistance, a Street Sharks pack. 5-card piece puzzle pack. Brandon, Ben's, Banner. I feel like those are all just like unrelated words. But Street Sharks, a crazy cartoon, really, really cool toys. I do like the toys. I don't know a whole lot about the cartoon. I haven't watched a ton of it, but what I've seen is totally jawsome. 1995. Let's check it out. Let's get in there. If I remember correctly, these are like slightly oversized cards, like they're bigger than your average trading card. So yeah, I mean, I can actually feel that they're taller. So we have Ben's banner that was on the front. Okay, interesting. Okay, we'll put it like that. Street Sharks. Okay, so are we making a puzzle? Whoa. Oh, we got a... Okay, so that was actually on the pack. It said it was this guy. I guess if I was more familiar with Street Sharks, I would have known who this dude was. But we got a sweet hologram. It looks awesome. Look at that thing. We got a sweet hologram of a dude. A dude. Okay. All right. We doing that. We doing that. And there we go. All right. I think you can see that okay. And then I'll flip it over and we'll get to see the other side. This pack turned out to be even cooler than I was expecting it to be. It's pretty sweet. Look at this. Okay. It's a good thing I'm really good at puzzles, guys. Awesome. We got Surfer Dude, and then we got smaller version in hologram of the same Surfer Dude. Well, that was fun. That's all I got for you this round. Obviously, this is the coolest thing we opened. What about you? What did you like the best? Would you have realized that this was a pack of Brandon before you before you got as far in as I did? Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll be back with more stuff, and I hope you will be back to watch it.